Going to the next article, which is Article 117, that is 117, and it talks about the financial bills. So 117, now here, in spite of dividing these into two, we can easily make an image out of this only. So one is either T or D. So we take D, T, and K is 7 is K, K is C. So DTC, that is Delhi Transport Corporation, DTC. 7 is K and K is same in pronunciation as C, that like in car it can be KAR or it's CAR, it's same. C and K, they are same. So 117 becomes DTC, that is Delhi Transport Corporation. Now we have to relate it with the financial bills. So no finances with Delhi government to run DTC. That is why it is running in so much of loss, and metro has gained the prominence in Delhi. So Delhi Transport Corporation, we are relating it with the finance of the Delhi government. So financial bills, we are relating it with Article 117, that is DTC, Delhi Transport Corporation. Coming to the Article 120. Now here again it becomes TNS. So it becomes teens, okay? Teenagers. So language to use in parliament. This article 120 talks about the language to use in parliament, and 120 is TNS, that is teens. So teens are being taught to use proper language in parliament. Now parliament is an holy institute for democracy, right? And so they have, the people who are there in the parliament, in the houses, they have this responsibility to set up a model for the entire country, or particularly for the teenagers. So teens are being taught to use proper language in parliament. So language of parliament, to use in parliament, we are relating it with teens, okay, teenagers, and that is Article 120, that is 120. Coming to Article 121, that is, again we can write T N T and it becomes tent, okay, tents. And this article refers about the no discussions about judges, the behavior and the conduct of judges in parliament unless some impeachment process for that judge is going on. So no discussion about judges in parliament. This is Article 121, that is TNT, tent. So MPs went to the picnic and they were staying in the tent. Okay, all members of parliament, they thought of going for a picnic, and they went for the picnic, and there they were having an open area, and they were living in a tent near the fire. So they were staying in the tent, they were playing, and someone started a discussion about judges, okay, some judge he referred. Then other people made him quiet, saying we are on picnic and there should be no official talk, and there should be no talk about judges. There should be no talk about judges. So tent, we are relating it, no discussion about judges in parliament. No discussion about judges in parliament, or no discussion about tents, about judges in tents when members of parliament went for picnic. Article number 123, 123, it talks about ordinance, and 123, that is D, N and M, okay, D, N and M. So it becomes denim, okay, denim jeans. So president passed an ordinance that all people in India should wear denim jeans. So there has been an ordinance passed by the president which says like all people should wear denim jeans. It looks good, it is very comfortable, so you should all wear denim jeans. So denim, D, N and M, that is 1, 2 and 3, Article 123, it deals with the power of ordinance by president. So ordinance by president, we are linking it with the denim jeans, and denim is 1, 2, 3, that is article number 123. Article number 124, it talks about the Supreme Court of India. 124, again if we see D, N and R, so it becomes donor. If I put O here, it becomes donor. Donor, it is wiki donor. and we all know what wiki donor used to donate. So Supreme Court has banned all such donor activities, like what wiki donor used to donate. So Supreme Court has banned all donor activities, and Supreme Court, we are referring it with, linking it with donor, and donor is one is D, N and R. That is 2 and 4, 124, 124, Article 124, we are linking it with the donor. That is Supreme Court. Article 129, that is, we will now bifurcate. We will not make a single image from this because for us is it easy. That is 12 is clock and 9 is 9 o'clock in the clock. Okay, 9 o'clock. So 9 a.m. 9 a.m. in clock. There is no record in the Supreme Court for anything that happens at 9 o'clock. So it's very strange, and people say like it's some ghost or something, because whatever happens at 9 o'clock, there is no record available in Supreme Court. So Article 129, that is 12, that is clock, and 9, it is 9 o'clock. So at 9 o'clock, no record is available in Supreme Court, and we are linking the information. Supreme Court is a court of record with this particular information, that is 9 o'clock. So 12-9, that is 129, we are linking it with Supreme Court as a court of record. Article 130, again if we divide this thing, 13 is dangerous and sun, danger at sun. Opening branch of Supreme Court at sun is very dangerous. So Article 130 talks about the seat of Supreme Court, which is presently Delhi. So seat of Supreme Court, danger at sun. So if we are opening any branch of Supreme Court in sun, it's going to be really dangerous because people will have no access to go to the sun, and then ultimately going to the Supreme Court. So danger at sun, we are linking it with the seat of Supreme Court or branch of Supreme Court. Article 141, it says law binding on all courts. So the law given by the Supreme Court, it is binding on all the subordinate courts, including the high courts and then the district courts. 141. 14 is tire for us. T and R. It becomes tire. 14. 1 is tree. Okay, 1 is tree for us. So 141, it becomes tire of tree. That is tire made up of trees, wood, tree woods. So Supreme Court has made a law that tires should be made up of trees, okay, tree woods, and it is also binding on all tire manufacturing companies. So tire made up of wood, tire, it is 14, made up of tree wood, that is 1 is tree. So now Supreme Court has passed an order that all tires should be made of tree wood, and it will be binding on all manufacturing companies. So law binding on all other courts, the law by Supreme Court. Article 143, 143, it talks about the President, the power of President to consult Supreme Court. Now here 143, it becomes T, R and M, and from TRM we get tram, okay, tram rails. If you have been to Calcutta, Calcutta is famous for its trams, the tram rail. So president has to go on tram for any consultation with Supreme Court. Now if a president wants to consult with Supreme Court, he cannot go by either way. He has to come to Calcutta or sit in a tram, and then in a tram he has to go to the Supreme Court. So tram, TRM, that is 143, Article 143, we are linking it with the President taking the consultation of Supreme Court. Article 148, 148, we get TRF, TRF, that is traffic signal. It talks about CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General. So CAG got stuck in traffic. Okay, so there was a big traffic and you were also there with your vehicle there, and there was a big traffic jam and all people were really messed up. So once then you found one red light car, and people were saying it's a CAG in the car. So CAG has got stuck in the traffic light or in the traffic jam. So TRF, traffic, Article 148, TRF. 1 is T, 4 is R, 8 is F. Traffic, okay? Who has got stuck in traffic jam or in traffic light? It is CAG, right? CAG. Article 153. 153, that is 15 and 3. 15 is check and 3 is auto. Check in auto. It talks about the governors for the state. So governors get their salaries in autos. So this is again a strange thing. When the government wants to get its salary, he has to go in an auto, one particular auto that government has dedicated, which will give the salary slips to the government, to the governors. So check in auto, that is 15, 3, 153, 15 is check and 3 is auto. Who are getting check in auto? It is governors of state. Article 161, it talks about the governors to grant pardons. Now, what was the article when President was granting power? Pardons. So, pardons, how he was saying to the convicts, it was in the ears of the convicts. Okay, Khan. KN, it becomes 72. So Article 72 refer to the uh, pardoning powers of the president, and now for the governors it is Article 161, and it is 16 and 1, that is candies on tree. Candies, 16 is sweet candy, sweet 16, and 1 is 3. So if you want governors to pardon your sins, you should give candies grown on trees to him. Okay, so there are some candies which grow on trees. So if you want governors, so that governor pardon your sins, you have to take these candies which grow on trees and then gift it to governors. Okay, then only he will be pleased with you, and then only he can forgive you for your sins. So 16 1, that is 161, candies on trees, for what purpose you will use? It is to give to the governor so that he can pardon you for your sins. Article 16(9), abolition or creation of legislative councils. 16(9), again 16 is candies, sweet 16, sweet candy. 9 is wine for us. So now candy is made up of wine, and this article it is talks about the abolition or creation of legislative councils. So one day what happened, members of the legislative council, okay, of the state, that is Vidhan Parishad, they were eating wine candies. Okay, intentionally these members of the parliament of the legislative Vidhan Parishad, they got candies made up of wine, and they were eating those candies, and soon they got the kick. They were all drunk, and after that, like seeing all this thing, like people are misusing the Vidhan Parishad, government abolished all the councils. So Vidhan Parishad or the legislative councils, we are relating it with the candies made up of wine, because what happened after eating those candies which were made up of wine, government, like all these members started behaving in an abnormal way, and government abolished then all the councils. So 16(9), that is candies made up of wine, we are linking it with the creation and abolition of legislative councils in the state. Presently 6 states are having 2 houses, okay, that is the Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, which are Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is biryani for us. Andhra Pradesh is biryani for us. So biryani in 2 houses. Again, 2 houses we can relate with these pictures. It is very easy for us. So to make a good biryani, you need to take rices from 2 different houses. Okay, so one day your mother decided to make the biryani, but she told you to come and to get some rice from your neighbor also, like, because if you take rice from two houses your biryani will be good. So that is how AP biryani, two houses. Again, Mulayam Singh Yadav and Nitish Kumar, they are not living in two houses but a single house. Similarly, Maharashtra and Karnataka, that is Sachin Tendulkar and Rahul Dravid, they are living in a single house so that they can practice cricket together. And Jammu and Kashmir is boat, so boat, single boat with two houses. So biryani, two houses. Nitish Kumar and Mulayam Singh Yadav living in the same house. Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid living in the same house. Okay, same house means single house working as a two house, and boat with having two houses. So these six states are having two houses. Other than these six states, all other having a single house. That is Vidhan Sabha only. Coming to Article 199, and it talks about the money bills for state. I'm again reminding here, like, we are only covering the important articles which you need to know by its number. Right? We need not remember or memorize all the articles by its numbers. Whether we can do it, it's possible for us, and it won't take much time for us to do that also, but it's not required. In case like you want to show yourself genius or something to your friends, you can definitely do that, and it's very easy. You have to apply the same principles throughout. Article 199, it talks about the money bills for state. So here 199. So 19 is golf stick for us and 9 is wine. So golf stick is with wine. So after getting drunk with wine, right, people start hitting other people with golf sticks and they are asking for money. Okay. So Article 199, it talks about the money bill. Which article talks about the money bill for the union? Money bill, when it will increase when you go from nano to sun, right? Nano is 11 and sun is 0. So Article 110 talked about the money bill, right, for the union. Now we are talking about the Article 199, that is 19 and 9, golf stick with wine. So once you drink wine, you become aggressive, and with your golf stick now you start hitting other people and asking for money from them, whatever money they have. So 19.9, it's golf stick with wine. It talks about the money bill for states. Article 213, 21 is net and 3 is auto. So net in auto. So for the safety of passengers in auto, governor has issued the order for putting nets in autos. Okay, a safety net. Okay, so this deals with the ordinance of governor. Ordinance of governor. What ordinance governor is giving? It is to put net in auto. Net is NT, that is 21, and auto is 3. So 213, Article 213 deals with the ordinance power of governor. And which article talked about the ordinance power of president? Which ordinance president gave? First thing is, it was the denim jeans, DNM, that is Article 123. So Article 123 talks about the ordinance power of presidents. Coming to the next article, which is Article 214, it talks about the High Court for states. So 21 is again net and 4 is car. 213 net in auto. Who told this? Governor, for the safety of passengers, because auto drivers, they really drive very rash. Now net car, okay, net made up of car for high courts. Now these days high courts don't have their own buildings. They run their whole proceedings inside a special car which is made up of net. So net car, okay, car made up of net. We are relating it with the high courts for states. What was the article for the Supreme Court? Supreme Court, we related it with donor, okay, DNR, Article 124, wiki donor, right? They stopped all the activities of the wiki donor or donor. Article 222, it talks about the transfer of High Court justice. Article 222, it becomes N Nana, that is Nana Patekar for us, and 2 is cycle. So now you can see an image where Nana Patekar is cycling, okay, and he is transferring the judges from one place to another. So transfer of High Court judges, it is Article 222 or 2 that is Nana Patekar, Nana, and 2 then is cycle. So Nana Patekar on cycle. What he is doing on cycle? He is transferring High Court judges from one place to another. So transferring of High Court judges, it is Article 222. Then Article 226, then Nana Patekar to transgender. We have already covered this. High Court to issue writs. Nana Patekar wanted to become a transgender, so he moved to the high courts to save his rights as a transgender. So Nana Patekar wanted to become transgender. He moved to High Court. What was the article which Supreme Court we talked about the saving of fundamental rights? It is if you take moon with you, then only Supreme Court will save your fundamental rights. So moon, it becomes Article 32, M and N. So moon. So Article 32 we related it with the Supreme Court issuing of writs, and here Article 226, that is Nana Patekar going to be transgender, or 6 is sixer for us, chakke, and High Court to issue writs. Article 139, it talks about again Supreme Court to issue writs. Article 32, it was Supreme Court was a defender of fundamental rights. Now again here exclusively Supreme Court power to issue writs. So 13 is danger and 9 is wine. Dangerous wine. So dangerous wine can issue it with Supreme Court issuing writs. High courts we have already linked Nana Patekar going to be transgender. Article 32 again we linked, it's a fundamental rights or the remedy for the fundamental rights. If it is get violated, you can directly approach Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court to issue writs, it becomes Article 13(9), that is dangerous wine. Article 231, that is name plate on tree. So common High Court for more than 2 states. Common High Court for more than 2 states, it is Article 231, and 231 it is become 23, that is name, and 1 it becomes tree. So name plate for tree. So what you did, you are having a number of big trees in your home and you are putting name plate on those trees, and you are putting same name plate for the more than 2 trees. Okay, so same High Court for more than 2 states, or same name plate for more than 2 trees. So nameplate NM, that is 23, tree, that is 1. Article 231, 231, we talked about the same High Court for more than 2 states. Panchayats, Article 243, it's a very important article. It talks about the Panchayat. 243 becomes 24 becomes NR, that is North Soup, and 3 is auto. Sometime before we learned 15(3), that is Article 15 and 3. So paying check in auto, who were getting, it was talking about the governors of a state. So now it is North Soup in auto. You can see now North Soup in auto. So Panchayat distributing North Soup in auto. So North and auto. So different things you have to relate with auto now. So auto, it was the paying check for the governors. Now it is North Soup for the panchayats. So panchayats, now they are distributing North Soup in auto in the whole village. For the kids, like it is very good for the kids so that they can study well, and for the overall development. So Article 243, we are relating it with the panchayats. It is having many sub-articles, the Article 243. First is 243H. We are going to see the important one. H is for hospitals. So panchayats, H article, it talks about the collection of tax by the panchayats, certain collection of tax. So now it talks about the imposition of tax by panchayats. So panchayats asking hospitals also to pay tax. H is for hospital. So panchayat asking hospital to pay tax. 243 I is for ice cream. It talks about the finance commission, the state finance commission, to decide the finance between the revenue between the state government and the panchayats. So finance commission giving special finance for ice cream for the panchayat members. Panchayat members, they work hard And so that is how Finance Commission now giving ice creams, special finance to procure ice creams for the members of Panchayat. I is for ice cream, H is for hospital, P is for peacock. Article 243P, it talks about the municipalities. So municipality, your local municipality, it has taken some preventive measures to rise the number of peacocks in your city. So peacocks, P for peacock, so P we are linking it with municipalities. Article 243, this is 243 article and part ZH. 243 ZH. So Z is for zoo and H for hospital. So in zoo you're having an hospital for the animals, and that has been done by the cooperative societies. That has been the result of the cooperation of many people.